Pluto. On Instagram, you can find me at babypluto.art. Goddamn Pluto or the Hood Mystic.
Welcome to the Unpleasant Thoughts Podcast. I'm your host, Shampoo, aka Big Shampoo.
It's your boy Sonny, got no lie.
We got another great guest with us. Introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Pluto. On Instagram, you can find me at babypluto.art. Goddamn Pluto or the Hood Mystic. Those are my handles.
All right, let's go ahead and get into it. So can you give us a little bit about yourself? Where did you grow up at?
Okay, so I grew up in the DMV. It's real familiar. My mother used to work right down the street type shit. My brother used to hoop at the court right down there too. She used to work up in the road. Yeah, so I've been around locally for real. I make art. I'm an artist. I'm a designer, spiritualist. I do many things. But I'm really trying to push my art and my fashion out. I got a brand that recently just dropped that we're gonna get into. But yeah, just all around, pretty well rounded. I'm a writer as well. I write poetry and a little bit of music. Just a little bit. Yeah.
I dabble.
Dabble, just a little bit.
Did you record it?
Nah, I haven't recorded yet. Just writing, just trying to find my voice for real.
What kind of style you veering towards?
I like abstract music. My shit be metaphorical in a way. You kind of got to think about it. So I don't know really what my sound is in terms of what it may sound like, but lyrically,
Nobody compared to?
Yeah, maybe Frank Ocean.
Gotcha.
In a sense, real poetic and metaphorical. I don't like to really say things flat out. I like to give an illustration for how what I'm trying
to me. The full moon. What the fuck?
Yeah, like art. What type of art do you would you say that you're
into? That I would create. I'm more of an abstract artist. I make abstract art.
What's abstract for the people who don't know?
So abstract art, I like to describe it as disfigured or dismembered. It's I go for this childlike approach that's kind of just like scribble scrabble, so to speak.
Gotcha.
I also do graphic art, so I like to play with different mediums. I'll do different collages. I'll do different types of designs on Photoshop and Adobe Illustrator and shit like that. So yeah, that's me really just starting my art. I really just started this year.
Most of your art is done the graphic way and
and also painting. I
paint. Okay.
Yeah.
So what got you to the art? Grew up in this area. You say you grew up in the DMV.
Yeah.
What gravitated you towards art in the DMV? Because it's kind of a music entertainment area. It's not really to me.
All streets.
So, yeah. So I would say I always was a creative individual. Always growing up, I always felt something creative. I remember my mom actually got me in piano lessons. I was young as shit. Probably in the 6th grade or whatever. But I just always was leaning towards creating. I always felt something was inside of me that wasn't necessary. I couldn't see it. It was always in me and I knew it, but I couldn't really bring it out because I didn't have the resources or the knowing at that point. But as I got older, I went to a bunch of different schools for real, but mainly high school. I went to Eleanor Roosevelt. That's in Rainbow. Once I went there, I started to fill myself out a little bit because all my life I went to schools with uniform and you gotta stick to a certain dress code and shit. So going to that school was a big change because it switched from wearing uniforms to wearing my own clothes.
Going to express yourself.
Yeah, so I had to figure out what the fuck do I even like? What I like to wear?
After having to wear uniform for so long, now you get to be yourself.
Yeah, so I had to really adjust to that, process it. I was fake depressed for the first few weeks because I didn't really know who I was. I was having these this also goes into my spirituality as well. It was a point in time where my life was just a little confusing. Like I didn't really get like.
Yeah, he's in high school.
I mean, you're in high school.
Yeah.
He's in high school. You said high school, man.
Everything confused.
I don't know how you turned out. Everybody at that point.
Yeah.
I don't know
Everybody
what the fuck I'm going to do. I
I
don't even know where I'm at right now.
That's really how it is.
I just gotta wake up and come here. Like I don't know, man.
Who gonna be the next for
Make
you?
it till I make it.
Who am I right now? Shit, just, you know.
But like, so do you remember like getting to art? Like, did anybody inspire you? Or like, as far as family members? Like,
Actually, no. See,
you are the
that's
first artist?
I am the first.
It's
I'm like the black sheep.
Came to you, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Had to find a way to get it out there.
Right,
So did you? Yeah, my bad.
so like, any inspirations from any artists? Like, I know you seen art in the world. Like,
In the world.
what gave you that first? Like, I might want to draw that or draw this a different way. Like, I'm not trying. I might want to take a character, but not draw like the character way, but make him my way as a character. Like, what first you seen? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So I guess it was mainly like myself because I wasn't really into art. Like I wasn't like seeking it like that. Like I wasn't really like, oh, like I want to be an artist. Let me look and get inspiration. I kind of just stumbled across it. Like it kind of just came to me like in like a revelation.
That shit was in you.
Yeah, it was already in me, and I knew. Like I kind of was searching for it, but like when I would say probably like my sophomore year, I started taking like real art classes and stuff. And so that's what really got me involved and like tapped into it. Like actually, as a matter of fact, my art teacher, we still have a good connection and everything. She came to this event that I just hosted or whatever.
Oh, that's big support.
Yeah.
That's big support.
Love her. So I guess like me kind of just like learning myself and honing in on my craft. That's where the art came in at. Is when I started feeling like, okay, I can actually create art because I never did before. But when I started taking art classes, I started to see like what I could actually do. And it came out into like, it kind of like grew into like, okay, now.
So sophomore year, template.
I would say based on that question, like I feel like I don't want to answer the wrong way. Like I don't want to answer like dumb. Like sometimes you know you be smart, but school just bore you.
Yeah.
It's like art class was the class that
Get the BU
made you like.
Yeah. It got me to that point.
You woke something up in me. Now I'm interested in what is going on.
Yeah.
A favorite class in school.
Yeah, like shit.
And
like,
in order to have a favorite class, it gotta be good.
It gotta be good.
Was you in high school? You in high school?
Yeah.
What the fuck this shit matter?
It's literally none of it.
But that it awoke or something. And you find something you actually like.
Yeah, for sure. And then once I guess I found that out, I had her as a mentor, my teacher. I had her as a mentor. So
Is that a single?
That's always great. That's always great having a good guidance. Good guidance. We all need guidance.
Yeah,
and then she still show up.
She still show up. She's still around. Back then, I wasn't making as much art as I do now. I will say, but no,
she's probably really proud.
Yeah,
she's probably really proud.
So
talk about you
like that.
So like, do you remember your first first piece of art that was like, I'm proud of it, or somebody really was like, damn, that shit like that. You was like, oh shit, I drew that.
That actually, okay, so I started getting reactions like that this year. Like, I was always making art. The funny thing is, I was making art, but I wasn't taking it serious. Like, I liked it, I enjoyed it. It was a hobby.
You want to put your all into
it. It wasn't really like a passion back then yet. So, this year I had like made like a portrait of like myself, but like I said, it was abstract. So it was like this figure, like different eyes and different noses and shit. And it's called Being and Becoming. When I made that, like a lot of people really liked it. Like still people to this day, that's like their favorite that I made and everything like that. So I started putting more meaning to my art.
That's like the first. Those were like one of the first ones you realized.
One of my first, like
putting yourself into it.
Yeah, put myself into it. I used to do like figures. I did a lot of collages and stuff. I made art, but it wasn't like with a message. Yeah, it wasn't for my soul, like for people to actually feel where I'm coming from. So I started getting into that this year, and that whole transition happened for me and everything.
What made you get into that, like having it come from your soul, though? Because like sometimes it could be just a moment. Like a lot of people say, you said this year, so it wasn't the like the pandemic. A lot of people say the pandemic inspired.
I would say like once that period of time happened, that's when I started like waking up to like maybe like, okay, I have a message. Like I have something that I gotta actually say with what I'm doing. Because it was a process for me. It was like I started realizing, once I started realizing I got the tools, once I got the tools, I put them to use. So it was like that for
Sure. You say, man, I'm gonna take I got time. I ain't gonna waste it.
I say like I tell people that shit. Like all of us is too talented. To be doing the shit we doing, like bringing people up, bringing them their calls, doing all this other bullshit. When there are ways that we could make money.
Yeah.
I mean, now
for ourselves,
2022, man, niggas is talented. And I'm saying that's just the whole purpose of what we trying to do.
Just enlightenment.
For everybody
the collective
to make money doing what they love to do. Like, man, niggas gotta go clock in, of course. For now.
But that ain't. It won't be.
That's not what our heart is. And I think our generation is one of the first generations that's kind of like actually noticing that. Like our parents, like we just gotta work. We just we just gotta work because that's just what we supposed to do. Program. I can't necessarily.
What they used to. No.
You know what I'm saying? My parents was a little different story too. My daddy, he ain't calling for nobody.
So like going back to like that, right? So what inspiration you had to get you like into art?
Okay, so another thing I was about to mention was like my spirituality. So I'm different when it comes to spirituality. Like my grandma, she always really like instilled in me the importance of God and just having God in your life. Even when I was young, like just knowing God, being with God. When I was young, granted, I didn't really understand to the point, that I do now. But getting older, I started realizing that just like my life was geared around God. Like God was always with me and always showing me like, okay, like something is deeper than what it is. I gotta figure it out. Like even in high school, like I always was like feeling certain kind of ways. I had talked to my psychology teacher and stuff about my dreams and shit like that. Just the stuff that was happening on my inner world, like my mind and stuff like that. It was expanding at a young age for me. It's like I'm 14, 15, questioning life. Like, I got rid of my TV, never turned back.
Life is. They don't even know what life is at 14, 15.
I know, but it's like, for me, it was like, I don't know. Like, it was like, okay, this is like, I couldn't enjoy myself as a teenager type shit. Like, it was an awareness that was coming to me that I was like, I had to, like, just grow. Because I knew that, like, life wasn't what I thought it was.
You got light too fast.
Yeah, very, very
You wanted to know what life meant too early. Like,
too early.
And a lot of 14, 15 year olds, we just living. I can say I just lived. I didn't think of a fuck about no consequence. And I feel like that probably is tough, though, to have to sit and
think about being responsible.
And wonder what the fuck, what am I going to do at that age?
Yeah. It was definitely like a struggle, but something that I like very well overcame because it was like I started realizing it was for the betterment, like of just myself and my soul's growth and everything. And like I strongly believe like I'm here for a reason. I'm here. I've learned what I've learned. We all here for a reason, and we learn for the next person and to continue to enlighten each other and continue to grow within our community. And so once realizing that, as I got a little bit older, I started really just digging deeper into my spirituality, like really just embracing the lifestyle and making changes. Like, for example, my diet. Like, I definitely don't eat meat no more. Like, different things that I had to change to really get in contact with myself and really know God the way that like I do now. Had to happen for me to like get to this point and like further inspire me with my art, with my fashion, everything else. Because it's not really about me making art or me making fashion just for the hell of it. It's more so about like the message that comes with it and what I'm trying, like the purpose that I have of doing this, and that comes from God. That doesn't come from myself. So it's like it feeds into each other.
Yeah. So like the spirituality, knowing that you need to change it, do you feel like the changes you made help you better as far as your art wise in your world?
Yeah, okay. I definitely think so. Like I started like proving shit to myself, like really seeing like I could do stuff, like I could really, like for example, the photo shoot that I just dropped, like I never took a photo shoot before. I never did like a real photo shoot other than like high school senior picture shit, like doing something for like my creative vision, like making it actually like go through, like follow through with a process, like that was a lot for me because I've never done anything like that. Like I'm starting to prove different things, or I feel like God is proving different
Expanding your horizons, though.
Yeah. And I'm very grateful for that because it's something that I've been manifesting or been really, really wanting for a long time, and I just kind of had to sit on it, just like keep quiet.
You just didn't give up.
Yeah, definitely didn't give up. I'm one of those people that's like if I really want something, I'm gonna go get it, whether it take me like weeks, years, whatever. It's gonna get done. Type shit.
No ain't no time dead.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So as far as like your artwork, you got fashion as well.
Mm-hmm.
Speak about the
So
fashion.
you
Definitely important.
got the fashion already. Yeah, you got the drip right on. You got the swag, got the bandana, you got the pants, got the boots.
We were talking about high school, and what year was it?
Sophomore.
My sophomore year. Yeah, so I graduated from there, so it was like my sophomore year.
That's when you get to express yourself. Fashion.
Did your fashion kick in?
It did, but it was different. It was real different. It was like
it's still different.
But it was different from them. Like I went through.
You had to find yourself.
I had to like go through different.
You said,
I used to be like, fuck that.
That's how you go. We get to looking through pictures and shit.
I said, God damn, you had a motherfucking 3X shirt on there.
What the fuck would you?
Like shit.
What would you wear that for? And like crazy shit, people liked you.
Then I went through a phase style with the tighter the better. I was like, no, I can't do this either.
Looking at the pictures like, man, these girls had a crush on you. Wow.
Right. So like the fashion wise, do you make your own clothes?
Yeah, like these pants I made. They like they both of these pants that I'm wearing now.
You got two pants?
You sew?
Yeah, I sew.
I was like, goddamn, huh?
Yeah, so like
so
I
the
sewed
pants
it
up top?
into like it's up top and it's at the bottom.
Oh shit,
like that.
That's dope. I thought you had like a jacket on.
Nah.
That took a lot of shit though.
Like,
the motherfuckers got matched.
Yeah, you watch great green. What?
These motherfuckers got matched.
Same color pattern.
Well, actually, they different. Like,
no, I can tell the color
darker.
I can tell the color difference. Now that we actually looking.
Yeah,
but nigga, right off, no.
Right. I always can notice.
You made it.
Yeah.
No, I ain't gonna hold my mother sewed. My mother just died last Wednesday. Appreciate it. That shit was full of patterns. That whole joint was full of patterns. I ain't in the books. That damn motherfucker. Like, nah, she did that shit. So tired. I seen what go into it. Like
that's so much.
I seen what go into that shit. Like it's time.
Like I didn't even get good until like maybe a few years ago. Like maybe 2 or 3 years ago. Like I started like early high school. Like I started my freshman year. So I gave up a little bit. I did give up. I stopped.
Son, cut my finger to me.
You back at it. We ain't judging. We ain't judging.
Yeah.
Cut my finger.
You back at it. You back at it. We fall down when we get up. Like, we get up.
It definitely was a lot. Like I'm not gonna
Man, hey, life gonna life if you let it.
Yeah, it sure is, and I definitely started doing it again. I got good at it, or better, I would say.
So 3 years after your freshman year, or 3 years from?
3 years from like my sophomore year, because that's when I really started getting more into it and stuff. But like when I really started making pieces, like making clothes that I actually could wear myself, that was probably like these pants. I probably made these last year. Yeah, I made these last year and never really wore them out. Type shit. Like a lot of stuff, I don't really wear it, but I'll make it, which is really like.
Do you kind of equate like your pieces when you combine things to like your art? Like,
what you mean?
Like you say abstract. Like, do you try to match it? Or do some things you just go wow with?
Oh no, like, I play around.
I'm gonna say it may not fit. It may not make sense, but it makes sense if you sit and think about it. Maybe not on
checking pattern.
Like maybe not on first glance.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, sometimes like my fits will like literally not even really go together. Like, but people will like it, and I'm just like, it's kind of confusing to me because like I literally do this shit on.
Cause you gotta sit in it. You gotta sit in it.
You do this one?
Oh no, this.
Oh shit!
I planned it with this.
Oh, that's a fry. I can't wait. You got the persona that does it, so it's
I don't know. No funny shit. I hit you. That's him right there. I seen.
Oh, you seen the pandemic?
Right now, you roll past the cop, even from a distance.
It's like a staple for me. Thank you.
I'm saying, nah, you got spotted from a distance.
It's a
Yeah,
flat.
I appreciate
They
it.
ain't just nobody.
Yeah.
So I'm not just anybody.
Yeah.
So like you say, you piece your arts together. Do you like grab different clothing parts and then just cut them apart and then put pieces together, or like?
Okay, so like my process, it might be like I'll have to see it. So like for example, I'm working on these jeans right now, right? And instead of like, because a lot of people do like patches on their jeans, stuff like that. But I wanted to do something like on the inside of it.
Inside pockets, outside.
Like say like it's like a rib type shit, and then like you just instead of you sewing on top of it, it's on the inside. So you stitching like on the inside.
Gotcha.
So I cut like a flannel, and I like basically put it on that rip that was right there, so it's covering that hole now.
Yeah.
And so like I'll get ideas of just like putting things together or mixing and matching. So like a lot of my fashion is like first of all it's thrifted. It's all either thrifted, dead stock materials, or just some shit that I have that I'm not gonna wear no more that I wanna like redo. Part of my brand is turning nothing into something. So
I feel like no, we gotta cover it up.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like people really understand certain shit that go into shit.
Yeah,
people don't understand certain shit that go into shit.
I tell people how big people all the time, like I said, flat. Like
keep talking.
You put it together. You did it. What you did. You rock it out. You rock it. That's being you. That's being an artist.
I don't never cut a motherfucker off, but nah, you just listen to that shit.
Yeah.
Nah, that shit. It's underrated.
Yeah, it is.
It's underrated.
The work
Underappreciated.
Yeah. It sure is.
Because it's just like how much care go into even if
you can tell people
one
nowadays,
joint.
like people nowadays, they don't really give a fuck like where their clothes come from or anything like that. Like motherfuckers, they buy off like these like stores and these sites that kind of like mass produce. Yeah, and like a lot of times those like mass produced clothes end up in waste, and like we keep creating
the quantity or the quality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I can only wear it a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
I washed this motherfucking shit.
Straight.
I'm
losing thread count.
I'm
not sure shorter.
Holes and shit in there.
What's going on? Okay.
Can't read that.
It did say this.
What did it say? Shit, I forgot.
I hate it when like a shirt, like you got a graphic tee and that shit start cracking.
Yeah.
Like, no.
You pay money for it too.
I ain't even watch it yet.
Right.
Nah, man. Nah, just to hear about it. I appreciate it. That's what I'm saying. Like, me personally, I appreciate the little things.
Mm-hmm.
The little things that go into the shit that we don't know about, don't hear about. So that's, oh God, that's the purpose of this whole podcast.
Mm-hmm.
If, like, when you at Crescent Big Game,
Mm-hmm.
the little thing, the shit people don't hear about, they don't know about. I appreciate
The hard work and dedication.
Because that shit matters.
Mm-hmm.
The shit that y'all see, you won't
Finished
see
product.
you won't see it without that. And not everybody appreciates that. So that's what we here to shine a light on.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're somebody who put in work.
So like, that goes to another question I had for you, right? Like, you got the art, you got the fashion, you got the music, so you are technically like an artist, right? Artistic.
Yeah.
Artistic.
You haven't recorded.
I would say I'm a creative.
Like a creative person, you got a creative mind. Like if I got it, I'm gonna put it out there.
Yeah.
You gonna get it recorded.
It don't necessarily got to be like a certain medium for me. Like I like to really just.
However, I can create.
Yeah.
Express.
My life is creative. Like just living life, like without anything else. Just my mindset and how I view life is creative. Like I romanticize my life in a way.
Like if you was in this room, just locked in this room, you'll make something.
Yeah. For sure.
You'll make something nobody else in, but just you. You're gonna make something.
Yeah.
Out of something, whatever's in with you.
I feel no. Like, do you remember like your first piece of art you sold or your first piece of fashion you sold?
I remember.
Maybe that's the most significant early piece.
Okay,
it's not the first.
So the first piece I sold was actually like this sun that I did. And I used like y'all ever seen like these gold flakes that are like you could put it in pretty much anything.
Was it like
That's the shit?
Was it like the one that?
Yeah.
I just said the shit on Twitter. Was like the little one we did in the kid in the corner. The sun.
Wait, what?
You said the sun?
It was the sun, but I had like those gold flakes on there, type shit. Like they
No,
can't. Sometimes
it's not glitter. It's like literally fake. It's like
oil paper.
Yeah.
That type shit. I basically sold that to one of my friends, and like the thing about me, I'll sell a print before I sell like my original pieces. So that was like the one and only time that I sold like an original piece for real. Like I make more pieces all the time, but it's like, I don't know. For me, it's like it's hard to like detach to my art, like because I'm so new to it and so like fresh.
How do you put a value on it?
That'd be the hardest part. Like I literally was talking to my mama.
That'd be the hardest part.
What you think this should go for? I'm lowballing as fuck. Like
see, that's what I'm saying. You probably
yeah, I definitely did.
Regardless, they have, you know what I'm saying, options.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas are overbid on your shit.
Yeah, they do. I don't know. It's just hard for me in that way because like I know what my art is worth. I know the time that it takes to make it and everything, but it just be hard because I'm like, is somebody gonna buy it for like what I'm thinking? I don't want to go too high. I don't want to go too low.
See, you can't never put them too high. That's I don't think you can.
Don't say $1 million.
$2 million. You know what I'm saying? You can't put them too high. I get that. That's us as people. You know what I'm saying? That's us as people. You know what I'm saying?
It's also not trying to be greedy and know you. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing your worth, knowing your worth is a very, very hard thing. Knowing your worth, that's one of the most difficult things in the world. But you may not know your worth in the fact that you're underselling yourself because you don't know who's looking at you.
Yeah.
That's the thing about it. You never know who's looking at you. You never know who's been on your page saying all the things you do. You know what I'm saying? And they were like, I expect whatever on this motherfucker if I ever get changed. You know what I'm saying? So,
special art.
Yeah, so I'm saying.
It's all self-made, all self-you.
But when you sell it, but I do understand selling to somebody who my people stuff. For what I feel like I gave it to you out of love. Because I know you my people. So, you know what I'm saying? I got a little bit of money off. So I appreciate whatever money I made off of.
Right.
But with everybody else outside though.
Yeah.
Run that shit up on them.
I appreciate the friend.
Run that shit up on the outside.
But your first piece of
your people.
First piece of clothes you sold.
So I made these pants for Valentine's Day. I had one on like a little picnic.
I had a Valentine's Day special.
Yeah. They was like some pink bell bottoms that I was like, I'm gonna wear them once, but I don't think I'm gonna wear them again because it's like sometimes the stuff that I made is like real seasonal.
Like where else I'm gonna wear this?
Yeah, like it was only given Valentine's Day one time, so like after that I was like I could sell it. I actually sold it at Thrift Net.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I actually sold it at Thrift Net. That was a really dope event. Yeah, that was
met a lot of great people.
We did.
For sure, it was a lot of networking being done as well.
She was alright. I heard about that. I told her I said I worked with Sam and shit.
I actually went to school with her my freshman year.
We worked at the museum together and shit.
Oh yeah, she
I was like, man, we gotta go to that shit. We went. It was a last day.
Yeah.
Pool party after that shit.
I went to a pool party too. Right after that. Right, that's funny.
We went to rooftop joint, Models Inc. joint.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, that's lit.
Too fried.
I
was.
Yeah, that is not.
So you
all
got,
the characters.
You got any like favorite artists or like a favorite artist you like?
Actually, the artist that I work with for my brand. So I got a brand, New World Order.
New World Order, NWO.
NWO. Yeah.
Are you a wrestling man?
That was it.
See, look, why I actually did. Okay, so I know what New World Order means, like in a spiritual sense.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
But I never knew that it was tied to like wrestling at all until I seen the shirts. I was like, oh no, I seen it at the thrift store. I looked it up and I seen it. I was like, what the hell?
First time I did.
Nah, it was so crazy. But like, I don't know. It was totally different. Totally different brand.
It don't
totally
mean the
different.
same thing. It don't mean the same thing at all.
So you got your New World Order brand going on. And like
the I was about to say the artists that I had worked with like are like some really dope artists. For example, Eve. I work with Eve, Glossy,
Who,
and
Eve like a rapper?
Eve. Nah.
What's that guy? Damn.
Eve, she a designer. She a fashionista.
Okay.
Baddie all around. Glossy also is a model, fashion designer. She has her own brand called Glossy World.
Glossy Water?
No.
I was like, damn.
That's the thing. That's actually like what I'm about to post like literally like tomorrow. Like it's about to be a Glossy World order. Like she about to take over the whole Instagram page. But yeah, so I work with those two creators who are like really, really fucking dope. I know Eve, I went to school with her, so I went to Rose with her. She always was like very like into fashion and like loud and proud about it. So she was one artist that I really like. Low key though, like it was low key back at that time. She was one artist that I like would like admire and like I would know like she's fearless. Like she goes out of her way and she will do what it is that makes her happy. And just what she was creating too was very different from like anybody else. So I really look up to her in that light, and I was just really thankful that she was willing to work with me for that project because. First of all, I was able to tell her that and like really explain it to her, even though like I was lurking in the shadows a little bit. But
I see you.
Yeah. But we linked up for that project and it was really cool. I love everything she creates. She does like thrift flips, so like she'll take something from the thrift store and like completely like redo it, like like a little dress that's like all the way up in your shit. She'll cut it up, you know what I'm saying? Do what she do to it. Glossy is another artist that I really fuck with. She's very passionate. She's very passionate like myself, and I see a lot of myself in her when I create, and also her work ethic and how she kind of just strives for the best. Like she just strives for the best and everything.
I should have got with y'all. I don't know if that. I don't know if it's a lot of clothes.
Close.
I still got some.
Yeah.
They hit it about 10 or
Something. I see, like artists like that, right? So, do you do you rather be around people who are like-minded?
I'm actually getting into, being around people who are like-minded because I'm very.
Because the people you just said, it's not like jealousy, envy. It's like
they drive you.
I really drive you, inspire me. You bring something up like this shit that I'm thinking is something I see you doing, which I want to be like. I don't want to be like you, but this is something that's bringing my shit out.
Yeah, like they doing their thing, and I appreciate that, and that's why I really wanted them to. Yeah, I really wanted them to be a part of that project because part of New World Order is like collaborating with other artists who are also doing the same thing, who are like-minded, who are willing to change the current systems and the current structures that we're under through art and fashion. So yeah, they really fit that mission. Photographer as well, Zach Visuals. He also fits that visual.
I heard that name before.
Huh?
I heard that name before.
Yeah, you probably have. He do a lot. His work is really great. We did like an editorial shoot.
I had to get up with him, man. We do all that too, man. We do photos.
Yeah, do photos. Yeah, he in Philly though.
I heard that before. Yeah, not Philly, all this shit. We're not too far.
I'm a Sixers fan.
So you say you did your first photo shoot, right?
Yeah, with Zach.
This not too long ago, right?
Yeah.
How'd that shit feel?
It was you playing it
Your
out?
brand,
Yeah,
right?
I
Your brand.
You playing it out?
His NWO, his New World Order.
Yeah.
Him, my fashion. Look, I'm the who. I'm here like
This
high
is gonna be this high I want it.
Yeah, Mr. New World Order.
And so,
I don't know, man.
How that feel? Being in charge.
Every question you can think.
I know that pressure.
How did it stop?
How did it feel? Like,
It was a lot.
that shit different. I know.
It was a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was definitely a lot. And shit was happening that was like very like honest. Like I got my car towed the day of the morning of this shit.
Hey,
Got
the
my
devil ain't no good.
Satan
TV
behind me.
show. The devil ain't no good.
TV show for real.
Yeah,
Devil
it
ain't no
really
good.
is. Like I was just so confused. Like why did this happen?
The rest of my life, this is going wrong.
Yeah, like what? And then end up like spending money that like just was like unaccounted for. Like, no, like,
I was trying to make it.
I thought I was coming up, but
shit came up.
Always
with
attracted.
shit.
Yeah.
But like
Minus.
it was really a learning experience for me. It was definitely like a mixture between like a lot of different emotions and a lot of different things. Everything went as planned. One of the things that I noticed was like the creators that I decided to work with, they made that go a lot more smoothly.
Thank God for that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure did.
right business partners.
I'm not gonna hold
you.
Hearing it went as planned is something that you don't really hear.
Yeah, I said, as long as it's successful for me, I'm
Yeah.
cool.
My say it turned out good.
It turned out good.
It went as planned.
I mean, we went to Philly. We did what we had to do. Like that's
Yeah,
all I was asking for.
Not big expectations on it.
Yeah, but at the same time,
good expectations, not big expectations.
Yeah, good expectations. It was definitely we made magic.
This is different.
Mm-hmm. It was good. It really proved a lot to me that like things can like move and grow and I can build something of myself.
Life can be better than what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's what we all need.
I came home. I did not want to work. Like I was like, nah. Like this is really.
Quit today. I'm way better than y'all.
I did. I actually did.
Hey,
oh, what's up?
I back broke this shit and then have a job. I was like, bro, like I want to do this full time. I got
Fuck that.
I'll struggle before I fucking work.
Hey,
bro, like that's really.
That goes with what I said, man. We too talented to do this and that.
And then when you really realize it, it's like, what the fuck am I doing?
When you make your resume, when you gotta put out your literal job descriptions, I'm bigger than this.
Yeah,
I'm bigger than that.
for sure.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
That shit.
I know that shit for forever.
I'm a fucking slave in so many ways.
Yeah,
In so many
just
ways.
worker.
And I don't. and I don't love it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I be mad making 50,000 a year tomorrow. You get 10.
This shit you love,
That
though.
makes sense.
The shit you love. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for real. And it definitely pays great. Like it pays in different in other ways. Sometimes
not just money.
Yeah, not just money.
Who I know, what I know.
Feel good inside,
You know
man.
what I'm saying? Yeah, just the energy, man.
Yeah,
Just the
it's
energy.
very liberating.
Like days. This is a podcast when we start going outside. Like people, we post our name.
Mm-hmm.
That shit means something. Niggas know our name.
Yeah.
We ain't get paid none of that, but
It's the name, the brand.
Yeah.
that's associated with us. They don't even know our names
Brand
separately.
They
They don't know our names apart from each other, but they know the podcast name.
Yeah.
That shit means something to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing something right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's the biggest thing, man. These jobs, they don't really give us reassurance.
Yeah.
We go there, bust our ass every day.
They don't give a fuck.
You do this, you gone. What the fuck about all the other shit I did? I gave all the nights I didn't get no fucking sleep because I had to be here and I had to do this at home. But I still made sure I was there on time. Made sure I was there with a nice attitude, even though my life is falling apart.
Yeah. Like you really gotta have a poker face on that work. Like you don't want to do shit. Like,
Man,
just expect it.
it's crazy. That's not for people, bro.
It's
Not for I cannot say that.
No.
That is for some people.
No. Money is for
some
people. Money is for people. Money is for people. If I get the money, I get the money. But like my question is,
everybody should.
Yeah, you want to get money.
Everybody should be.
If you're not creative, you go to work for somebody.
Everybody's not creative.
Yeah, everybody's not creative.
Everybody, nobody should have to.
But I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't mind, like, for him, like you just said, he had somebody who worked with him that made everything easier. I'm not saying my work or nothing, but he worked with me.
Yeah.
He made shit easy.
Like they didn't work for me, they work with me. Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
Partnership.
Yeah,
That's the definition of partnership.
Don't say jobs do that. So like your fashion line and like your paint line, and you ever confused? I said confused. I'm gonna say fuse and combine.
You just made up a word. Confused.
Yeah, you ever combine or fuse like your fashion? And
So actually, my first launch was with graphic tees that I had made. I was making those for like 3 years now. Like it had to be like
I seen them.
Yeah, with the world and the at the time I didn't have graphic design experience, so I had to get a graphic designer who was based in Malaysia. Like
Oh shit, that's not even in the United States.
Nah,
You have to do a lot of research.
Nah, people always talk. This nigga going through something totally different in Malaysia, like than what's going on over here.
Like, what you tripping?
I can imagine. I don't know exactly where Malaysia is.
But I know it.
I don't either.
It ain't here. It ain't here. That
I
should sound
think
far.
maybe like
Asia?
Eastern.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I was say what? It sounds like 99 states.
Not close.
Not close.
I can't
overseas.
But how'd that happen though?
I think a Twitter search. Literally, that was all it was. Like I literally just searched him on Twitter and I seen his work.
Social media is.
Yeah, it's really a tool.
If we use it the way we supposed to.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Cause motherfuckers be knuckleheads on social media.
Oh,
No, they use it trust
terrorists.
Yeah.
What made you trust that person? Like,
yeah, with your
Okay,
brain.
so
by that
point,
With your brain.
yeah.
Y'all build a relationship.
I fuck with you. Like,
No, actually, like by that point, it was like all intuition. Like, cause
I
I
see
knew
his work.
Yeah, I've seen his work. And a lot of my going back to what I said earlier, like a lot of my projects and a lot of my art is like it's God led. Like it's coming from inside me. That's telling me like, okay, like this needs to get done, but who am I gonna work with? Who's the best fit? Something will literally tell me, like my intuition will literally tell me when a piece of the puzzle is like right in front of me. So it was like that for me when I first hit him up. It was all cool. Like we didn't even get on like FaceTime or anything. We got on like fucking Skype or some shit. Something different.
But you're seeing his face.
Yeah, I seen his face. Like I was able to meet him and stuff.
One part that I want you to underplay.
Mm-hmm.
You talk your shit though. Like you know how to put that shit out there.
Yeah.
You know how to talk your shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Definitely, and then also to like, get business done for sure.
Yeah,
like
you know how to talk your shit. You business savvy.
Mm-hmm.
Where did you get that from? Because was there class or something? Because that's not something that everyone has.
I actually got that from my dad. My dad's very, very entrepreneurial.
How many kids you got?
How you say that word? Entrepreneurial.
He is an entrepreneur.
What, how many kids you
Shit.
He said shit.
got? Hey,
They say shit. I can remember counting.
how you say they did not talk their shit? How many kids he got? How many baby mamas he got?
I don't know.
I ain't just, my daddy got 3.
Yeah.
I was like, good dad though.
My daddy
Good
got-
dad. No matter what I did, I wish I was dead.
Yeah.
My daddy
Straight
got
love.
my daddy got 3 baby mamas. But he talk shit though, you know.
My dad got 3 baby mamas
Yeah.
and 4 kids.
But I'm saying he passed the game on his life.
I had
There's
to
some capacity.
see. This is the thing with me and my dad. Like my dad, no shade or nothing. Like I hope I can say this, but he like sold me in my life, like when I was younger. So he was always like working like for himself in some shape or form. He never really liked the word. He still don't like the word. He don't like the clock for nobody. So he was always doing shit at home, like always doing work at home, always like working on something. Too busy. So they kind of and then the thing is he not like creative. He just got that like that drive. Yeah,
I'm not done yet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. He feel like I don't know. He might be creative in his own way. Can't nobody understand me. I feel like when you working on something, you might can't understand you.
Okay.
So it's just like can't nobody understand what I'm doing right now. If I try to explain to him what you working on, you're not gonna get it.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get it because I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you know.
I'm just trying to finish it.
I'll let you know when I'm done.
See?
I'll let you know when I'm done. So I can hold because I feel like it goes into that like when I'm editing the videos and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know how the fuck this shit gonna look like. I have to turn 40 minutes of footage into 1 minute in 20 seconds. Nigga, that shit's easy.
Damn.
And nigga, I cut this, cut that, make that faster, make that slower. Kind of blend it. Should be whatever, but that's art. That's why I appreciate all that shit. Appreciate all that shit. As somebody who puts it down, like I just record what's there. You create the surface.
Yeah, it's like for me,
That's the shrooms.
it's a drink again. He ain't had no shrooms. To the first one. But no, as an artist, he's an artist. We all like
Do
to
that? Do drugs inspire your art? Why we here?
Yeah.
Why we here?
Also, I like to say drugs. I like to say natural herbals. Because this shit's really natural. It's really natural.
Herbal medicine.
Enhancers. Natural
That's
enhancers.
have medication.
I don't do drugs.
Yeah,
Earth enhancers.
I do natural medication.
Yeah.
But like for like me, like
Feeling friends.
everybody get an inspiration from somewhere. It could be, you know what I'm saying, whatever you get it from.
We get some enhancers though.
So like it was good, man. Like for me, right? Like, have you had like a famous artists, you like, damn, like the Van Goghs, the Picassos.
Anything.
Like I won't be like, not like that, but I want my name to ring like that. You know what I'm
Let me think.
Yeah,
It may be some
still.
artists like that are not like within that period or like more famous. I'm inspired by
They can be more silly. People just name it old head.
Okay, I don't know. I haven't seen
You get more recent. A little more recent.
I'm more inspired by like my community and like the local artists that I'm around, like the people that I went to school with, like the people that I can see and actually like see what they do like on a daily basis, or not daily basis, but like on a basis like when they put their art out. Like photographers also inspire me, like what they are able to create with their visions and stuff. Really inspire me because part of New World Order or like my initiative with that is to create visions and to make all of my collections kind of stand out on their own, and to just be like very fluid in how it's created and everything. So I'm not really like big on like artists that like may be like out there already. I've taken looks like at different artists and I appreciate different artists, but I don't know. It's like it's all around just art that I find inspiring.
But you more, I feel like you're saying you're more closer and connected to the culture, right?
Do they have to have an established style, or you type?
See, I don't even have an established style.
Okay, so
but actually too, like,
okay,
what would be your signature style?
What would make you like?
What would make your style?
I mean, okay, so when it comes to fashion, I like to go for like some because I consider myself like the Scorpio hottie. Okay. So like I like to go for something that's like.
There's a chain you got on right now, Scorpio.
Yeah.
Show it.
Yeah.
There you go. Scorpio
right here.
Scorpio.
Scorpio.
That's next
month.
Yeah,
October 30th.
Yeah, next
Right before Halloween.
The next sign.
I like to go for something that's like giving I don't know, I give different things, but I like sometimes in my head I like to give like as if like I don't know how to describe it.
I see.
Like, it's like
I'm trying to think of the fucking word.
I'm feeling at the moment.
Alright, for real.
Shit.
Nah, sometimes it be given like militia. Like sometimes it be given like as if like some end of the world shit. Where it's like against all this shit. Like I fuck all this shit. I want to like not be bad, but like I want to just go against the grain. Like,
I'm not anarchy. I rather revolt.
Everything about it is like set the channel, like movies.
What you mean?
Films, like do the clothing. For like music videos and something like that.
See, that's what I'm trying to get into all that now. Like this is me putting myself.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you're not just dressing. You're dressing with vision.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if they have a vision for how they want their video to be,
I'd be open to it.
You can put that shit together.
Yeah, I'd definitely be open to it. For sure.
I would say this, like, for me, as an artist, and someone who dealt with art a long time, I feel like you just came out of the artistic shell. Yeah. And now you're showing the world, hey, I had this shit in my shirt the whole time, y'all bullshit.
Yeah. Like, a lot of my friends and stuff didn't even know I made art or made fashion and stuff. Like, I keep it so low key, and then, like about me, like, I'm very, very, very private about like my creations.
You take this shit personal.
Yeah,
because I'm letting
I'm
you in if you get it. Like no funny shit when we used to rap.
I'm
you hear what we used to rap, you hear what's on my mind. I'm giving you myself right now.
Yeah. And that's a very like vulnerable space to be in. And like, for me it's like I don't like critiques, I don't like judgment, I don't like opinions, I don't shit. That's why, like on the New World Order page, it's like no comments, no like I don't really give a fuck. Like even though it'll be all positive,
it could be, but then you had that one person like, bullshit, some trash. You like, the one you don't know.
I get that, but is that something that you think that you can get over? Like say, because you might be the biggest fashion designer in the world.
Niggas trying to catch
you. Gotta let the good in too, though.
Yeah.
Like so with the comments, but with the good, you gotta take the bad. I learned that Like,
I don't take the bed very good.
You don't. That's like you say
So,
spiritual. You don't let that shit inside your energy. You
Yeah,
don't
like
let that shit
it's
fucking-
because
Yeah,
it'll
but
fuck with the way I perceive my own art.
I only said that because if you turn on comments to get a good comments, you can't really control who comments.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's true.
Even if you see people out on the street, celebrities, you can't control what the other people around you say.
Mm-hmm.
But the love feel different though.
Yeah.
I think that's what I was saying. We got the good outweigh the bad.
Yeah. And I do agree. I think the good does outweigh the bad when it comes to that. It's just like just me with myself, like just how I view myself. How I'm very hard on myself too. Like my mom, like she literally tell me all the time, like why do you be doing this? Like why are you like this about this stuff?
You got more time to live. Slow down.
Nah, baby, feeling like time is running out. Like it be really feeling like I don't got enough time.
It's
So
like, I'm still living, still working hard.
I've been telling everybody recently, like time is the weirdest thing in the world. It's what you make it.
It is
It's what you make it.
Yeah.
It's what you make it. We all have the same 24 hours.
Like
People
it's
say that
crazy.
shit. Yeah, rich people say that shit, but it sounds fucked up coming from them.
Yeah.
But it is what you make it.
Yeah.
Like we can sit around and be like, oh, I can't do it this day because of this, that, and the third. Oh, you can make some time for it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like you can make some time for it.
And that's honestly like what I'm starting to learn because I used to get in this thing where like I was feeling like I didn't have enough time to like even like sew or do certain things, but like I had to like get out of myself and like really discipline myself to like, okay, I'm gonna put this time aside to do this, and I'm gonna get it done. Like, no,
We got
it's
time
really,
to just sit around, around.
yeah, for real.
Turn it
That's
up.
really what it is.
I ain't telling you to just stare at the wall for a couple hours.
But
I ain't gonna hold you.
We
We do need that time.
Yeah.
We do need that time to stare at the wall.
Reflect time.
Yeah.
We do need that time
Like,
to stare
I
at the
promise
wall.
you, I probably spend like hours just pacing back and forth, just in my head, thinking about like different ideas that I got, like trying to piece it together in my own head before I make it. Like, it gotta be that time. It gotta be.
I felt like
That's me time.
I had a job. The joint I work they were saying was on museum. They used to have notepads. I used to steal them. Put that in the pen. Because it's like I gotta walk around this motherfucker all day. I gotta write something.